The left is obsessed with race-based reparations. Leftists use reparations and other handouts to redistribute wealth to favored groups, purportedly to remedy systemic racism and historical inequalities. The nation's first race-based reparations program was created by the city of Evanston, Illinois. In 2021, the Chicago suburb began earmarking what would become $20 million to pay $25,000 to persons who identify as Black or African American. It began approving cash payments 2 years later. Called the City of Evanston Local Reparations Restorative Housing Program, the scheme purports to remedy housing discrimination in Evanston and explicitly conditions eligibility on race. Applicants need only show that they identify as Black or African American and that they or a Black or African American ancestor lived in Evanston at any time between 1919 and 1969 and were at least 18 years old at the time. Applicants need not prove that they or their ancestors suffered any actual discrimination by Evanston. The children, grandchildren, and even the great-grandchildren of persons who lived in Evanston as many as 106 years ago can receive a payment. Whites, Hispanics, Asians, or anyone identifying as anything other than Black or African American need not apply. Renowned economist Dr. Thomas Sowell describes demands for reparations as a stroke of genius to keep Blacks separated from other Americans and an aggrieved constituency to support Black leaders in politics, organizations, and movements. In 2024, Judicial Watch filed a federal civil rights lawsuit challenging the program on behalf of individuals who would be eligible to receive a $25,000 payment but for their race. The lawsuit argues that the program violates the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. This provision makes treating people differently based on their race presumptively unconstitutional. Judicial Watch filed its lawsuit as a class action because it estimates that there are tens of thousands of persons who, like our clients, would be eligible to participate in the program but for their race. As U.S. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts wrote in a 2007 case, the way to stop discrimination on the basis of race is to stop discriminating based on race. Evanston's program discriminates on the basis of race and is unconstitutional as a result. Judicial Watch's historic lawsuit not only seeks to stop Evanston's unconstitutional program, but also puts other cities, counties, and states considering reparations programs on notice that race-based programs will not go unchallenged in the courts, because no one is above the law.